Hi, this is Michael Spokane, the leader and the founder of Church Governance Solutions. And as I've promised yesterday that I will further a little bit about leadership today, I want to deal with a topic that will just give you some tips, simple tips to enhance your effectiveness as a leader. I want to speak about tips that will enhance your effectiveness as a leader. Because as a leader, you need to be effective in all that you do, because otherwise that will not make you a great leader. Leaders must be effective in what they do. If they mentor people, they must be effective. If they run a business, they must be effective. If they lead people as well, they must be effective in everything that you do as a leader. But how do you then enhance effectiveness of your life as a leader? And that's very important that we deal with this today. The first thing that I want us to look at is you need to exercise to get your body in good shape and sober mind, because as a leader, you need to have your body in good shape. You need to have a sober mind as well, because that enhances you to be fresh in your ideas and to think better. When you have got a sober mind and when you are healthy in the body, you are able actually to be optimistic about the positive of life and make sure that everything that you plan, you are sure that that is still possible to do. Well, when you are not fit, you are sickly in your body, you are not well. It is actually bringing you down to a level that you start not even planning ahead, because you are doubtful if you will be able to reach there. But a healthy mind is actually a good thinking mind. A healthy mind is a leadership mind. It's a mind that will think better, and it will actually shape things much more better because of you are thinking soberly. But that's why we want to emphasize that look after your body as a leader. Look after your mind as well. So mental health is a one aspect that many people ignore. And that's very important that we actually emphasize that a good leader needs to be having a good mental health. Because if you got a good mental health and physical health, as a leader, you'll be able actually to shape up things and plan them and to make sure that things that you've planned are being implemented and successful as well. Very, very important, therefore, that exercise becomes very key, because what it does, it actually refreshes your mind, but not only that, but it makes your body fit as well and healthy. And you can actually pursue the plans that you have as a leader more successfully. And you'll be more effective in what you do as well, because you are healthy and sober-minded as well. Secondly, remember that as a leader, you need to eat healthy and keep your body well nourished as well. You need a healthy body, but the healthy body needs actually the right food. It needs actually right eating habits as well, because then you nourish your body becomes healthy. You actually give your body right nutrients that will actually enhance your good health, as I've mentioned earlier. It will actually enhance your mental health as well, and that will make you more effective. And I must really say that there's what we call lifestyle diseases, that we should actually avoid them by all means. And as a leader, when you are healthy and you are avoiding those lifestyle diseases, and you are actually able to drive and pursue the plans that you have, as I've mentioned earlier. So therefore, it is very important, therefore, as a leader as well, if you want to be more effective, please eat healthy, have a healthy diet that will keep you well and healthy at all times, and it will keep your mental health as well at a level where you can think better and plan better things in your life. This is very key. Drink enough water to hydrate. Very, very key. And I cannot overemphasize the fact that a great leader, if you want to be effective, please let water be your friend as well. Make sure that you drink enough water to hydrate your body. And I'm sure you would know that the greater part of our bodies is actually water. And immediately you don't actually drink water enough, you'll feel drowsy generally. And now, you feel drowsy because of your mental oppression, because of lack of ventilation to the body. Because when you drink enough water, what it does, you're hydrated, your mind gets hydrated as well, and the flow of blood to the brain becomes even healthy, and therefore transport enough oxygen to keep you healthy and awake. And that's the reason why, generally, when you are not drinking enough water, as I said, you'll feel a bit drowsy. And also what you are feeling, you're feeling sickly, you feel like you can sleep the whole day. Your body becomes drained and weak. And that is why we emphasize that great leaders should actually be able to maintain good hydration as well, because that will make your mind sober. You can actually plan better. You can actually implement as well your plans with a healthy mind that is refreshed. So drinking water is very, very important. And I must emphasize also that lack of drinking water, you're drying yourself out. And therefore, most of the time, we actually suffocate our kidneys. We actually destroy our kidneys because they are not actually having any enough fluid to or enough water to filtrate and regulate the body. Your body temperature needs to be regulated by water. And all these many things that we have, or sicknesses that we have, generally is lack of drinking water. And I know and I understand that water is not tasty, water is not nice, but many of us actually indulge on fizzy drinks, we indulge on sweet and sugary drinks, and we forget about drinking just the normal water. And it's very important. And I want to urge you as a leader, just at least take 2 glasses every morning, 2 glasses during the day, 2 glasses in the evening, and you'll find yourself well hydrated generally. But it's very key that you make sure that you supplement every loss of water from your body and make sure that you remain healthy at all times. That's very key as a leader, and that will actually enhance effectiveness of a leader in this life. And that's very key. The other thing that you need to do is read books to keep your mind active as well. Read books. And when you read books, you don't just read any book. You need to read books that will actually empower you, books that will actually teach you something about your leadership, books that will actually refresh you. But also, there are times when, as a leader, you need just to read for general knowledge as well. And you need to learn many other aspects of life, including politics. You need to learn about general news in the world, economics as well. You need to learn about finances. As a leader, you need to actually be able to learn quite a few areas of life, because all these things for leading people, you need that to guide and lead people by all-round knowledge of knowing exactly different aspects of life, because that will help you actually to be able to lead the people. But remember also, as a leader, you need to be ahead of your subordinates in knowledge. So therefore, reading books still come handy and makes you sure that you learn things that you'll be able to be ahead of your subordinates and have something to actually guide them with and to teach them. This is very important. And that is why also attending courses, attending seminars and workshops, very, very important, because that is for your self-development. And it's not only that, but it's also what it does. It empowers you as well, and therefore boosts your confidence, because knowledge will actually make sure that it extends and boost your image, and it will make you to have your confidence back, and you are able, when you've got confidence, to lead the people actually more better, because you've got confidence in you. That's very, very important. There's something that I want to emphasize, and that is sleep enough, to give your body enough rest as well. Because there are leaders that are forever busy, and I know that there are a lot to be done in this world. There's great work that everybody is busy with. But it's very key as well to allocate time to sleep enough so that you can rest your body. And also rest will also include where you intentionally just wind down and relax and read something a bit more interesting, or sit maybe just to watch television and relax, and make sure that you refresh your mind with something that's outside work, something that is not related to your leadership, but just to relax and have your time actually where you relax and rest the body. Another thing that's very key is taking breaks, which we call holidays as well, where you just take yourself somewhere where you are away from the normal usual environment. And that will refresh your mind and get you better when you get back to leadership and work. So go out there in natural places where you can just watch animals, where you can just listen to birds, and maybe just walk around and look up to mountains, maybe look up to creation like the seas that God has created. And that refreshes the mind. And you realize that as a leader, you need that break, that you cannot work at all times and focus on work at all times. Great leaders take breaks and rest their bodies. And great leaders make sure also that they actually rest in their bodies by sleeping enough. That's very important. And I always recommend that at least 6 hours of sleep, very important, every day, that you'll wake up fresh and you'll work actually with more sober mind when you've slept enough. And that is very key. And many people don't take breaks. Many people are actually overloading themselves with work, and therefore they cannot think straight and sober. And that is why, therefore, that they lose to become effective as leaders, and they don't become effective at all. And that's very important. Remember that your body is the only instrument that God gave you to serve Him while still alive. And that is why taking care of your body is very, very important. And we have said this, that rest is part of taking care of your body. You're resting your body to make sure that your body can be useful still, and you don't push yourself to exhaustion where you find yourself drained and you cannot think anymore. So I want to emphasize that, and that will actually make you effective as a leader, and you will be able to lead the people better. I want to end up here today. Your host, Maikona Spokane. Thank you very much for listening to us and being part of this great topic. And I hope you've learned quite a bit out of it. And you will make sure that you are hacking into this and make sure that as a leader, you develop and become a better person. So I want to also urge you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure that you are part of it, listen to our videos, and be empowered. And make sure that also you click that notification button so that every video that we post, you are notified of and you are able to follow us through and through. May the good Lord bless you. Allow me to say cheers for now.